64% of Republicans say that Donald Trump's the greatest living American religious figure. Do you agree?
Yes. Yeah, I know that God is with him and will enable him and carry him, and he has been the strength to do what he's been able to do in, bringing the money to the farmers in Iowa and in building that wall, the distance that he did.
Do you think the wall is a Christian thing?
Yes, definitely. I do.
In what way?
Bring them in legally. Nothing wrong with immigrants coming in, but do it legal.
Because the Bible says in the book of Matthew that God will give Donald Trump the strength to cover for the failures of his trade wars by attempting to bail out farmers that were affected, and the power to build that wall.
Nikki Haley will never secure the border. She doesn't believe in these secure borders. She can't believe in them. She actually opposed my border wall, and she was out of all of a sudden she's opposing the wall. I say, what the hell is going on? She's actually opposing it because she's basically, as you see, when you have all of those Democrats coming in to vote, I don't know that she's a Democrat, but she's very close. She's far too close for you. She condemned the things we were doing with the wall, and yet we had the greatest border, the safest border we've ever had.
There's a reason that there's a separation of church and state. Maybe because Minion supporters think that this is a godly discussion about the border. And notice his nod to the ignorance and racism that the party cultivated around former President Obama's middle name.
2016, she stabbed the Republican Party in the back by siding with Barack Hussein Obama against the Trump travel ban. The Trump travel ban said, we don't want people in our country from certain countries that like blowing up their shopping centers and killing people every week.
The tactic out of Trump world is to keep their followers angry, afraid, and ready to attack, based on anything that their leader deems necessary to punish his opponents. And while ungodly energy builds among his blindly loyal flock, he and his allies know they can simply mention wars on families and God randomly during rants about really anything, and it doesn't matter that it's pure blasphemy to claim that you're righteous for political benefit.
There's an all-out war on family in this country. There's an all-out war on God and religious freedom in this country. There's certainly an all-out war on freedom of speech and First Amendment. In this nation, you guys have seen that, and you've covered it probably every single day for the last 3 years. People are sick and tired of the nonsense. People want our economy back. They want low gas prices again. They don't want World War III to break out all over the world. They want to be able to worship God and speak freely and not be censored and not be deplatformed and not have war waged against them and their quality of life every single day. People are sick and tired of the games, and they want to be able to live the American dream. And
political figures and surrogates make it their mission to constantly tell followers that Trump is ordained by God, and anyone that questions it is of the devil. So the end result there is gullible folks start thinking God gives a damn about a wall, your border, or your political power. But the worst part is the guy isn't even good at acting like he's a Christian.
And, you have somebody like Trump, in my opinion, has been predestined not only to bring us back to prosperity, but to bring us closer to God. He's someone who is a builder. We need to love, build, and unite. What we're doing is we're dividing, hating, and destroying. We're dividing. Even the Pope, this thing he's also declared on Davos that, about this globalization. He's vilified Trump. He's praised Biden, who went to the White House. He's called him a good Catholic. And, what he's doing is dividing.